Welcome everybody to the Take the Village podcast with our special guest co-host Regina Agwan. How you doing today?
Hey, we good on this side of town. How y'all doing?
Doing good. Just thankful for another day to just relax, enjoy, and have fun. And
That's
we
it.
got a special guest today that we are going to really get some information. So I
Yeah.
hope everybody's ready because these are not your regular guests. They don't come on like they shy and timid. They come on with the come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
So we gonna
Come on
have
with it.
so much fun.
Let's do it.
And this is what I want people to know before we get started. Um, Take in stride the information you're about to get because
Yeah.
we're going to learn about intimacy and marriages because a lot of times people get married and then they stop doing all the stuff they did before. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Why are you trying a new recipe?
Preach.
So we're going to get all that type of information. So I'm just super excited. So let me bring our guests on here.
Right.
And we have none other than William and Linda Barber. Now, let
Hey
me tell
y'all.
you about Linda K so y'all can get your seatbelts on. This
Okay.
lady is a firecracker, okay? She is full of energy and it's so much that she can add to value to our lives and marriage if we listen. And her husband, he
Okay.
is right there with her. If she's dancing with cowboy boots on, he got his cowboy hat on.
Well,
whatever it is. So we're just excited because um we have a lot of stuff going on in the world that people
absolutely.
forget to stop and enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the fact that hey, I'm still here. We know negative things that happen, but don't forget you pouring so much in from the outside that you don't realize you're not putting nothing on the inside and you turn up
Mm-hmm.
empty.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not gonna do that. So um, I'm gonna introduce it's Linda and William, and for some reason your mic is muted. Okay, that wasn't it.
Oh, she hit the wrong one. She'll be back.
Yeah, Hmm.
So tell us about Linda.
yeah. I mean, because she's so creative,
Mhm.
and not only that, she's a playwright. She's an
Okay.
author. So, this is somebody that have a lot of things that they does. It's not just somebody who's sitting on the sidelines or whatever. And
Yeah.
I just think that we need somebody that can add value because we all have our ups and downs in marriages. We
Yes.
need to understand that it's so much we can do to
Yes.
enjoy and to enhance. And I know some people who, they've been married for a while, but they feel like, well, we've done this, we've done that, and or they marry somebody say, hey, I want to do this. Well, I already done that.
Oh, yeah. They
Let's
do that. Ooh,
let's do it again with who you're with.
come on now.
Don't ever feel like you can't reinvent the love that you have in your relationship.
Yeah, and just because you've done something before doesn't mean that it's going to be the same exact thing that you did on the last date. I mean, we could go to, one restaurant and order something different on the menu. It makes the whole date different.
Right. And it's just so enjoyable. I know we go to places and like, we might go on a cruise, it might be the same cruise, but we do different stuff.
Come on now.
You know,
Listen, we
and,
just we
and
just be happy to get on the ship. We be like, I don't mind. I'm gonna just go ahead and just stay happy. I'm gonna just stay happy because the main thing is not necessarily what you're doing, but who you're doing it with. And if
yes.
you want it to be something creative and nice, you could do the same thing 10 times and make it creative and nice.
And, and what people have to realize is that, and I know a lot of people don't agree, but I'm a firm believer.
Yeah.
You have to choose to be happy.
Come on now. You better come on because it is a choice.
It,
It is.
it's not saying that everything around you is going to be perfect, but I choose
Mhm.
to be happy because I'm thankful.
Thank
Yes, it's not perfect, but I can strive for it to get perfect. Yes, it's not what I want, but I can make it what I want. You know,
Yes.
you have to learn how to just take whatever you have and enjoy it and just choose and say, wake up in the morning. Some people wake up angry. I'm like, how did you do that?
How?
What you dream about that made
Oh,
you want to wake up and say, I'm angry at everybody, and you haven't even seen anybody?
listen, they ain't even giving gratitude that they woke up.
Exactly. So when I wake up, I know they be looking at me like I'm crazy because I get up, I'm happy, and when I go to work, we have a meeting. I'm the first one to start laughing and joking, and they was like, you're always upbeat. We never see you down. I said because that's not the image that I want to portray.
And we have to sometimes even think, like you said, where did it come from? Like what happened? Who stole your joy, or where did you lose your joy? How do you get that back up again? I spoke about that even on my channel. You got to bring your life back. And like you said, sometimes people, they're so happy in their days prior, years prior, and then when it comes to a certain time, they just wake up and there's just so much unhappiness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you're having a show like this to remind the people. We've got to get back to that intimate part of the marriage. And maybe that's what will bring her smile or his smile back. Maybe that's it.
Right,
Maybe
because
that will be it.
because people have to understand that. Well, when you are with someone,
Yes.
it should always be you and them against the world.
Ciao.
You should not ever walk out your house divided. You should not ever walk at that house with them thinking that, I'm gonna have the gate open for whatever.
No.
We're
Mm-mm.
always a collective unit. And I think once people learn that and how to live in that, because
Mhm.
there are people that's looking for a way in. There's people that are looking for a reason to, rain on your parade. And I always tell
Yeah.
them, you can't rain on my parade because you did not create my parade.
Oh, wait a minute now.
And sometimes you're not even welcome. So I don't worry
Mhm.
about it. I don't take unsolicited advice, first of all.
Oh, come on now. That
So
part. Hmm.
I do
That's the
what
part
I
right.
need to do.
Hmm. That is the part right there. We've got to get this thing right, Pastor Lorenzo, and you absolutely so right
Yeah.
about that. We've
Yeah.
got to get this intimacy in this relationship. And, and this type of conversation that you're having today is so very important because when you get to these marriage relationships and usually over that 8-year mark, if they make it to 8 year, that 8-year mark and going forward, that intimacy part is lost. And the
Mhm.
more years you get, if you don't get it back right then, it could just become where you guys are just, unloving, not unloving, but non-intimate
But you're
partners.
right. Right.
Partners during the
Exactly.
whole process. So this is interesting. So how long have did Linda say how long her and William have been married?
Oh, I could check out. We went to the wedding. Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Let me see. She's having some problems with her system. See, come in and see.
Yeah, she'll get that back up. But I love, 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 and I know I'm gonna love this conversation.
Yeah,
Because we
because
love the love part. We love it.
I think people just forget, and well, and also I get them to speak on it more so, but people forget that you sometimes have to define your own intimacy.
Yes.
Don't
Because
let
stop
other
trying to have
people.
yours look like somebody else's. Mm.
Everything is so different. It's an individual thing. This is,
Mhm.
this is our marriage,
I'm
our
sorry, I'm moving the
relationship,
camera over.
and we travel and we do things, and even if we in church, we don't stop being who we are,
Right.
regardless of who we in front of. Even at church, sometimes they were looking at us like, "Well, y'all quit," and I'm like, "No,"
Exactly. Exactly. No,
you
we
know,
will not. No, we will not.
because I want people to see that and to see that, and I mean, I think for us too, we need to see in our culture that as Black people, we can have true love and intimacy one for another.
Yeah. And a lot of times it's sad because we really don't see it growing up, especially in our own household. We don't see it. And it's sad. And it's something that we do need to have, again, more conversations about. See if you can unmute
That's
her
what I'm trying to do.
on your
It
thing.
says the mic is not connected. Let me try something.
Um, yeah. If she's on iPhone, sometime you have to connect that microphone.
Because mine's always asks me for permission when I go to log in,
Right.
for all of that.
If it asks her for permission, tell her to make sure she tests it. I think you can hear us, right, Miss Linda? You can hear us, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me
She'll
try
get it.
something.
Yeah. Yes, I was trying to say. I don't know if we could put the link in the thing, if it'll be any different for her to pick it up. But I'm excited about this. We need to have some marital classes for people that have lost the intimacy.
Right. Let me see if it's. Now try.
Does she have another device like a laptop? Try the laptop.
Yeah.
I guess you can email her the link,
Or
or
she, or
maybe
she,
text it to
or
herself.
she can get the link. Well, I can text it. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe she can email. She tried a laptop is probably going to be better.
Because she can take the link from the where I send it to, and she can just send it to.
Hmm.
Hold
I
on.
try and do that too, but sometimes I have people and they're like, "Can you email it to me?" So I said, "Okay, sure, no problem." So I'll just go ahead and just email it.
Let me see if she need that.
Hmm. Yeah. And you're streaming this on the Facebook and your YouTube. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna share it to the juice. So
Okay, now I got them. Now we have them. The sound, but I don't know if I got the picture.
she's getting it together. Lorenzo Evans on YouTube. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this is it. No, I think no. Is that it?
Let me see what is email address.
Oh, we're getting that together. I'm excited. I am really excited about this program today.
Let me ask her what's her email. See if I can email it.
Yeah. Do a Takes a Village podcast.
Can you hear us now, Linda? See if we can hear you. If you because we got the team. We can we just don't see you, but we can might be able to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Mm-hmm. Well, oh, and they have a productions thing. Okay, she's got an event. Oh, okay. So let's pull up and look at some of the event. While you do that, I can tell the people about this event they have coming up, right? February 8th, and igniting the intimacy. Okay. Linda K Productions. Igniting the intimacy. This is cute. Yeah, you're muted too.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Mhm.
Do I need an
Okay.
account?
Okay, I can hear her. All right, those of you that are watching, we will be getting this right back
I'm
on.
on the phone with her, Regina. Hold on one second, okay?
Yes,
Mute. Okay.
we're getting Miss Linda's equipment connected. Those of you that are watching, we're so glad that y'all are here. We're excited for y'all being here. And we're going to have this great conversation. Let me see if I can find this YouTube channel. She's got this really great event that is coming up. Actually, I'm sure that Pastor Lorenzo will tell you all about this. It's called Igniting the Intimacy. Woo! Looks like it's going to be good. And that is going to be February 8th, Saturday. And it says, Dating your spouse is a must. And they're going to have games, music, food, marriage engaged couples. You can register. Let's see, where's the location? It says 6:30 to 9 p.m. married and engaged couples. So if you're engaged, you can come out as well. Let's see if we have the registrar information. And I'm sure she will tell us where that is going to be and if it's going to be, okay, it's going to be actually in College Park, Georgia. And you have to go online and register for the event. And it is going to be on location at in College Park, Georgia. So I love that. Let's see what else. Linda also has some books that she has. She has a book on her website, and the website is in Pastor Lorenzo put it in the comment section. It's at lindakproductions.com, and she's got a fabulous book on here, you guys. And it says my letter. It says rockin' living my letter, living life's second half boss style. She also has another book on here. Oh my goodness, look at this. And another one too. Your BFF, really, it takes one to have one. I love it. Love it. I forgot to love her. Steps to recognizing your need for self love. Now, that's good. Let me tell you, I am a big advocate for making sure that you remember to love yourselves because that is super, super important. So I love that she has that on there as well. And let's see her motto. Let's see her testimonials. Okay, solid as one was an amazing play. The story was beautifully constructed, coupled with stellar acting by the entire cast. I especially enjoyed the depiction of the relationship between the brothers. It was equally as powerful as the portrayal of the mother, who is exceptional and superbly relatable in her role. Whenever I watch this play in particular, it forces me to examine my familiar relationship for ways to make it better. And she gave it 5 stars. I love this. Changing lives
I'll
through
send it
relationship.
to your email address, Linda. See if you can try that. Pull it up through the email.
Yes, this sounds like it's going to be really good. I love that she
Yeah,
is really
yeah.
into
I think it's gonna be
self-love and
good.
relationships and everything. I love that.
Let's see here. Over here.
To get back over there and see Miss Greta.
I emailed it to her.
Okay. Okay. I was looking at her website. It's very nice. Well, she's been doing this
Yeah.
for 17 years. Says,
Mm-hmm.
for more than 17 years, Linda K. Barber has been motivating the masses to build strong relationships through the mediums of books, coaching programs, and stage and television productions. I love it. Founder and director of Operation Think. That's nice. So she's really into making sure relationships work and doing her part to help it. And this is what's needed. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of young couples need
Just
stuff.
like the rest of the, yeah, that's what young ones need.
Yeah, they need to be able to see what good relationship look like and what it takes, and also to teach them how to get through some of the tough times too. And that's why
Right.
young couples don't stand because they
So
don't know how to get through some of the tough times.
people don't understand that it's not a it's not an easy walk.
No, 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 no. Mm-mm. But
Yeah.
it can be fun at the same time, long as you don't
But
make
if
things
you
that are big.
understand that, yes.
Hmm. Hmm. Don't make the little stuff like molehills. That's just too much.
There's the key thing. When you see something that's not major, don't keep make trying to make something bigger than it may be.
Right, right. While you're doing that, I could pull up some marriage verses.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's do this so we don't have any. Let me take that. Okay, Ephesians 4, 9 and 10 said that emphasizes the importance of relationships. Let's see what Ephesians 4, 9 and 10. Hey, beautiful. Ecclesiastes. I'm sorry, Ecclesiastes.
Oh yeah, I think that's the one.
Two
Is
are
one
better than one.
better than one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Two are better than one. I love that. So let's see. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. Come on now. It said if either of them falls down, one can help the other up.
Right. And because I was telling people about that. I said, when you think about it, even in the beginning, when Adam was by himself, God said it's
Yeah.
not good for man to be
That he
alone.
be alone. It's not good that he be alone. It's not. And you know what? I was saying that to my husband also. I said a lot of people don't realize how valuable it is to have a mate
Mm-hmm.
because it let me tell you, people don't start thinking about the real value of having a mate until they start getting older, and they're like, oh, I'm getting older, I want to have somebody here, I don't want to be by myself, or they're concerned about their health, or of being alone and stuff like that. But
Right.
the value of having a mate and a partner and a wife or a husband is way more valuable than just thinking about your old days.
Mm-hmm.
It is something, because like we said here in the verse, we could do things together. Two can do things better than one.
Yeah, and
Especially even in work, you have a job and one gets laid off, you've got the other one that's there to help you through.
and it just make life easier because sometimes you going through something and you need somebody who understand
Yes.
and somebody that you can
That
confide
emotional.
in because some be having at work and you can't tell everybody
Yeah.
or you
Mhm.
can't go, and so you need that person that no matter what it is, there's no judgment, that they're going to always be there on your side. So we got to learn that the person that you with, that you know what
Yes.
happens between the two of you, stay with the two of you. But also, if you
Yes.
need somebody that you can say, hey, look, I just need to vent, that person to listen to you, and there's going to be no judgment
Come on now, that part. That
because
part. And
the
they're going
world
to help you get through it.
is mean.
That's right. First Peter 4:8 says, above all, love each other deeply. And I love that they in the NIV version, they put that word deeply there. Deeply. And that's what some marriages forget. They love each other, but do they love each other deeply?
Right. I think a lot of people,
Yes.
they have surface love
Ooh.
and they get married based on surface love.
And they
But
think
then
they're
when
gonna
it gets
last.
deep, they're not able to breathe.
Come on now. Come on
So
now.
it's
Hmm.
so much more to it than just saying, "Hey, you look nice today," and I'm happy with you. You smell good and all that. But you got to go beyond that.
Not
You
just you
know,
smell good.
look, so many people, they get caught up, they get intoxicated by that smell, and they don't see nothing else. And I'm like, okay, have you talked about their work ethics? Have you talked about how they raise children?
Right,
I've known
right.
people who've been together and they end up getting divorced because one wanted kids and the other one didn't.
Yeah, then those are conversations they were supposed to have
Yes, I'm like, so you
mhm,
never thought about that?
before.
Or they get married and then somebody's the lady say, oh well, I'm gonna quit my job because you're supposed to take care of me. Well,
Who said that? Did y'all discuss that beforehand?
right. So I mean, and we laugh about these things, but when you think about it, it's like that's a real conversation.
It is. It is.
While you waiting on this is your first date, and while you waiting them to bring your steak or your filet or whatever you ordered, in between that, hey, let's have a conversation.
Let's talk the real talk, not just, oh, you cute today. No, no, real talk.
Yes,
Do you want babies? Do you want kids?
right, right. And why is this your fifth marriage? I mean, I'm not saying that means that
Woo,
they're
real
not a
talk.
good person, but you need to know what are the issues. Because some
Real
people
talk.
keep hearing the same thing from relationship to relationship to relationship. And it's like, okay, you're the common denominator, so maybe you're the problem.
Oh,
It,
did you check yourself?
right. So
Did you
we
act
have
this way
to,
with your ex?
right, we have to have
Is
those
this the
type of
way it was?
conversations.
Yeah.
It's not can undo. And I wonder if let me see something. No, that I was trying to see. Hold on. I'm trying to think how we can do this.
Did she what's on her screen? I can't.
Wait. Look, because she was saying to see if we can use the audio from the phone. I'm
Mm.
trying to think, how do you do? Hold up. Let me try something. Extra camera. Hmm.
Yeah, see, I use my desktop, so I'm not sure. Let me try and
Yeah.
log in with my cell phone and see if I can see what she's looking at. Let's see.
Trying to see if because when I hit the link, it brings me straight through it. I wonder. Mm. No, that would take us off.
Okay, let me see. No, let me see if
Because when I tab onto the link, it comes straight to the studio.
okay, so mine says visit the page in Chrome. If she's using an Android or not, it says to use the device, please visit page in Chrome, install Chrome. Don't have Chrome, so it says mobile browser, click here. External
When you
app.
signed in, Linda, did it ask you before where it says enter in the studio? Do it say allow mic and cam access? And you hit that?
So something on her phone is blocking the
Oh, go into settings. If you're on your phone, go into settings on your phone and hit for to allow access to your camera.
microphone.
Yeah, microphone and camera. Because normally it's those two. Because I've hit that issue before.
Mhm.
Let me see. Trying to think of another way I could link her in, but let me see. Let me see if I do.
I know she can do an audio where she could call you on your cell phone, but she won't be on the camera.
Right. I'm trying to think if I do. Mm,
I don't know of any other way to do that.
let me think. Mm. I was trying to think if it was a way that I could stream her in, but if she came in directly through as a moderator type, but then I don't know how to
Have
send
to,
her that information because then that would log us off.
or if you want her to be, but even if she signs in as a moderator, it's on her settings. It's got to be something on her settings.
Yeah.
Hmm. You want to log this stream out and try and come back up on her stream?
Um,
Do that, or you want to keep this one
I
going?
don't think because if I end this one, then I have to create a whole new one to come back in. I believe.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Mm,
Something on her settings.
yeah, because I'm thinking that, but if because if it's not on ours, it's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah. Let me see if I can Google it. Stream not connecting. Okay. Check if you have muted your mic and stream, then ensure your browser has been verify that you select the correct microphone. If you try restarting browser, checking for. Uh, I'm gonna put guest. Guest stream. Your mic is not working.
It have to be
Granted access. They have to grant access. Grant the browser access to their microphone. What browser is she using? Is she using Chrome?
let me see. Mm. Let me call her right quick.
Mhm. Select the correct microphone. Mute check. Mute the screen on. Test microphone. Check for other application. Try a different. She may want to try a different browser, like in Chrome or Firefox. Okay, so while he's doing that, you guys, we'll go back to looking at some of these verses while he's doing that. Married, marriage verses. Here we go. Okay, so we did Ecclesiastes 4 and 9 and 10, and First Peter 4:8. Above all, love each other deeply. And let's go over here to Colossians 3:4. Let's put that up here.
On Regina, can you hear? Can you hear Linda through the phone?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I hear her saying testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so we can do that and try to use the phone as sound.
Because I don't know if it's going to be a delay or not, but I had to do that before. I can't remember who had to do that, but somebody interviewed me. Had to use the phone. Okay, so we're back in the studio.
Okay.
No.
The feedback.
Yeah, she can do that. She can do this. What she's got right here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's working. So
we're gonna do this. Cause say something else, Ms. Linda.
Testing 1.
Okay. Yeah. So you have your phone. You have your phone with you, Pastor Lorenzo. So just make sure it stays close to your computer's mic.
Yeah, and it's not delayed or anything. So
no, it's not.
Yeah. So
okay, here we go.
All righty. So we gonna make this thing work here today. So how y'all doing today, Linda?
We're doing great.
Good. Hey, we have situations, but me, I take everything and use everything. But this is the way it is sometimes in marriages. Sometimes you have some stuff and you get a little static, and you're speaking, but the other person's not hearing. Right. And they stand looking right at you, and it's like, okay, I hear you, but I don't hear you. So, that's the way it is in marriages sometimes. Sometimes you have a little situation, but you got to keep working at it till you get it back on track. And sometimes you got to go a different route than the norm so that it still works.
That's right.
So,
the phone comes, stop working.
Mm-hmm.
That, wherever you got to go.
Huh?
As long as you got to go.
Yeah, but so many people they I'm not gonna even really say they give up easy. I say a lot of times they don't really start.
Okay.
And then by the time they realize it's too late because like I was saying earlier, they caught up in the love and the happiness and the pretty smile and the short dress and the nice suit and all that stuff is good, and you're not really doing the work to get a solid foundation.
Right. Exactly. And then here's the thing too, the foundation piece. That foundation, okay, so the physical house, you only have to lay the foundation once, a strong foundation, and then you got a house. But with a man, you are laying that every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't know why people get this thought that is, once we married, we get together, then everything stops. That's when the hard work really starts.
That's when it really began.
Mm-hmm. Because you when you're dating and you get upset, you can say, well, I'm just leaving. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
But when you're committed and you have that problem, you can't go nowhere. And a lot of people are so quick to run because of the society we live in. They're basing their marriage on these false realities that they see on TV.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And if you notice on TV, the one thing that we do not see is true intimacy. We see what they, they're arguing, and we see them, going to the store and going to these fancy places and traveling, but we don't see the true intimacy that glues their relationship together. And that's where the two of you come in at. Yeah, because you're gonna teach us about that today. Yeah. So let's start with this. I know you have an event coming up, and we're very excited. As a matter of fact, let me see. I have that information right here. at 6:30 to 9 p.m. on the 8th of February, date
Exactly.
night, igniting the
Exactly.
intimacy. Now, you know what I like about the title is that you saying ignite the intimacy, which means that the intimacy is there,
Come on now.
but you just have to ignite it.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. Absolutely.
Amen.
Yes.
You know what, Lorenzo? It's like I'm a word girl.
Mm-hmm.
I say that all the time. And so the word that popped in my head when he was giving that analogy of course was revival.
Mm-hmm.
So in the church world, you have revival, right? Because something is reviving.
Mm.
So when we're igniting it, if we're not there, the title would be finding the entity.
Right.
If in that battery is charging,
Mm-hmm.
so somewhere, so how does the battery maybe a positive, right? So somewhere the cable has come loose.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes you can need a little help, a little push to help you put the cable back.
Yeah.
We missed that part.
Mm-hmm.
You can't self jump yourself. You need someone.
Uh-oh.
You know what you do? Someone. You need someone. You need. However, my birthday brother. Now, do they know why I call you my birthday brother?
Well, let's let them know why. Birthday sister gone.
So why Lorenzo and I were born on the exact same day, the beautiful April 19th,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
beautiful year of 1963.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, what? And I think when we found that out, we're coming up on that big birthday, and I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what I was saying, piggybacking on what you were saying about we can't ignite it or jump it ourselves. Actually, we can.
Oh.
We can. But it takes that consistent, determined work from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me tell you about this couple I know. And I'm not saying that they don't use help to ignite, right? But I know this couple, the guy's name is Pastor, right? And his queen's name is together. Right. And so what I know just from thinking from, they may get the they stay in the word. The thing that jail, the bomb, the billion, the fact that they wanted to stay in, do the thing. They if you were to see how he looked at a particular picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
How he'll put a post out there and call her his queen, right? And then they were at the last igniting.
Okay.
And if you would have saw how he jumped up and grabbed her hand and the dance stopped, took instantly. People look at us, right? So funny. And they'll say, just tell W, I call him W. You look happy, man. That's some of his things, right? How they say it? Damn it. And then they'll look at me and they say, oh, you glowing. So we don't even pay attention to that, right? Then we sit back down like that, and I won't wake up unhappy. Oh, we know what I said. Happy. The thing is we love them, but we like each other too.
Yeah.
All the stuff that we do, we want to do.
Yeah.
Friendship. Right. So that friendship, we nurture that thing. He knows my love language is touch. So you need to touch me everywhere, outside, whatever. I can't holding hands, holding shoulders. When we're in the restaurant, very rare that we don't step aside for the table. Only because we like being up under the table, not
Mm-hmm.
Here, that's how I thought about boom, Bob, we got that though. We got that one on the corner. But it's just that we're working. We don't stop working at it.
Right.
You have to be very careful because you can get so used to each other that you don't keep trying.
Right.
I heard my ask how long we been back. And Lorenzo was like, we were at the wedding, so I should know. How long we been married, baby?
A year.
Wow.
But here's the thing. So, like, leading up to the year, every month on the 4th, what would you do?
Dozen in a row.
Oh.
Every month on the 4th. But here's the thing. I wasn't even looking at it. People surprised me on the 4th. So when we got to the wedding, I was like, okay. So one day I was and I was a student. I worked for college. And he was at the door. He was like, 13. I'm like, working. He was like, 13. I'm like, what are you talking about? What were you talking about?
No, the 13 come back.
Oh.
He said, same little girl. I was like, yeah.
Wow. Nice.
But you need little things like that because too many people they fall in a rut of routine. And I tell people all the time, I say, like on Valentine's Day or Mother's Day and all, I say, when you're doing those things, those are the basic. And that doesn't mean anything because society is saying that's when you show love.
Yeah.
But I want to show my wife love on days that nobody is expecting it. So this is your day. It's not because everybody get roses. So what's so special about that?
Right.
You know, I don't want to do stuff that that other people can't duplicate. Because I'm an original, I married an original, so I'm not going to do what everybody's doing. And that's what no. Like on my birthday a few years back, I went and got her a car on my birthday because you are my gift. So I want you to know that. So we don't follow the norm. We don't fall into that routine. So we don't get mundane and bogged down and like, oh, here we go again. 5 minutes gonna be your birthday. I gotta.
5 minutes.
You know what else? And sometimes the thing also, Pastor Lorenzo, is that people don't understand that there's to this man's fail. And so you mentioned that on your birthday, you gave her a call, right? You're not only God that you're here, but you're thanking God that you're here. Another round of sun, wouldn't get free. Just can't get me saying thank you for things. Anything. Thank you for going today.
Yeah.
Get my shoes up. Left them in the living room. It's like, you don't have to thank you. I do. The word of God told me thank you in all things.
I do too.
Thank you and please and you're welcome. And just show that time again. He can see how he was doing too.
Because I think we let society tell us how a marriage should go. Society say you get married after 90 days or so, you stop honeymooning, then you start going through. After 7 years, you get the itch, then you got to worry about infidelity. And I'm like, who gave you the rule book?
Oh, that's right.
I don't go by that. Like I tell people all the time, I said, I don't have to worry about a 7-year itch because the person that scratched it in year 1 will scratch it in year 7. So why get somebody else to scratch? She already know how to scratch it and how I like it to be scratched. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be training again.
Right place. We don't itch for nobody but each other. So can't nobody go scratch it.
Exactly.
And we're very serious about that. And you know what? I'm gonna take it somewhere real quick. So right before we got married, I was sitting in the chair. This was 15 couch and we were just looking at each other. And I said, are you scared? And he said, are you scared? I said, you know what? I am afraid of the divorcing again.
Right.
That's hard. And I feel bored. He said, well, I feel being the you told me all the time, you guys were in a place where you didn't want to be there. He said, I feel I don't want to be in afraid to out of afraid or just staying to I'm afraid to be in a relationship where I'm just there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just there.
Which is, yeah. And he said, I feel that. And I said, I think we straight. We're not gonna be
Right.
haphazard
Mm-hmm.
and work at this.
But
Go ahead.
I was like, you have a lot of people that's just right there and they just sit there.
Mm-hmm.
I know. You know that right. Don't say that. So about you not wanting to
Oh yeah, I don't it's sure where I dread coming up. I love to come up.
Right.
I come right from up to the house. I need to stop at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I make a beeline to the house.
I was way further from the house than he was.
Uh-huh.
I leave what I do for a job to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He make a beeline. He like, I ain't stopping for nothing. The gas tank be on empty. Like, I'm getting home on fumes.
I'll get the gas in the
Right.
In the morning. So even if I got to push this car to the gas station, I ain't stopping tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm at work, my coworkers, if you're not new, they're like this. When I get quiet, they're like, tell W we say hey, because we know you're on the phone with. No, my boss was wrong. Like one of the big things that came down to training. And she was telling the new president of the college. She said, you know what? I can't even remember my own answer. But I know Linda W. and the first.
But that's good though. Yeah, I mean, cause when see, this is something that I used to teach when I was teaching the men in a previous church. I said you have to set a foundation and a border around your marriage.
Yeah.
And you do that by letting people know I am happy in my marriage. If I'm not happy in my marriage, you are still not welcome in my marriage.
Oh.
So you have to let people know. You have to set that perimeter. You have to set that border. Mm-hmm. I don't care what's going on. You can't say, well, it just happened. No, it didn't just happen. Because somebody had to communicate and say, hey, let's do this. And you have to say yes or no. So no, it don't just happen.
That's right.
We're talking about boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
You have to erect those boundaries. It's with people who don't understand boundaries and don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
They look at boundaries and trying to keep them up. Now, what boundaries are for? Boundaries are to make sure that the safe place is continuing to stay safe. Mm-hmm. So then you have to offer to say, I'm coming, okay, I come over. And no, it doesn't matter whether you have a good or bad day. Guess what? You're not gonna know. Because it's me, God. And if we can work it out in that word and we got our power. Mm-hmm. We go to Pastor Frank and say, whatever. And he's going to fight. Mm-hmm. Like these people in your life that you can go to and you can trust.
Yeah.
Say it again, baby.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody's going to have my back all the time and tell me I'm right.
Right.
And he don't even say this and my back, yeah, you're right. We need someone to fix us and be complete by you. Right. You don't need to I don't need to get it. And I don't need to get
right.
So I don't know anybody in my life that everything I do is right. It's
Right. Mm-hmm.
you know, it's a way to talk in a loving way.
Yes.
What's wrong with it? How we're supposed to be, I don't know, king or BFL. You're not BFL. Iron sharp iron. So what that means is that you can uplift me with one iron, and so I'm not doing right. You can lovingly bring me back.
Lovingly. Yeah.
That is not good. That does not glorify God. Blah, 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 whatever. But you're not going to stop there. Even the word of God even says, brother or sister, doing wrong, you go and you speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that don't work, then you take the elders or what have you to go along and cope with the wrong. No.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can't make intimacy whatsoever if we're even evoking what's going to please God.
Yeah.
Do it. So, funny story. We were riding in the Christmas. You remember that? Take me around the Christmas light. So he looked at the window and he said, "Baby, there's a squirrel." Right, so he said, "Well, you throw your hands out and pray for everything else. I thought you wanted to bring the damn squirrel outside." I didn't even know that he was paying attention to he said, "Every time I see you, I know what you want to do and the and I know you like the car, tree."
And talking up, she's to your brother.
But here's the thing, he noticed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't paying attention to stuff I do because it's so entrenched a part of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Or to pray for him. Right after I came home, so we don't get the flight or the crew, and so we spent Thanksgiving our very first Thanksgiving stick. So when I tested negative, he was still positive. He said, "Girl, you told me yourself, what kind of practice?" What is that?
Pray. And want to be praying.
I do it all the time. The other day we watched walking and getting up to before. He said that. I just think that it was a thing to go back and prayers and stuff. But we have to, because the enemy is out, crushed out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Going back to igniting that intimacy, yes, it's work, but it doesn't feel like labor when you're not doing.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm. See, that doesn't feel like working back on the time. It's a beautiful work. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but some people have lost this way with the intimate dating. I a lot of them. And I just sit as I look at the dialogue. And it's so simple things getting over. Simple things getting over.
Yeah.
I tried to do it with somebody else because I don't know, he can't wait or and he don't take me out for Kevin.
Right.
I do not know both the narrative. Women think that men are mine.
Mm-hmm.
So nagging. Don't beat that man upside the head. Lovingly. This outfit that you find. And then say that this with you.
Mm-hmm.
Your woman gained money. Well, first off, stop eating all that bread and butter. But two, walking with her. You know what I'm saying? Get the 9 times out of 10, probably go that way and your baby.
Stop feeding her that bread. She said, "Stop feeding her the bread and go walking with her."
Feed that bread, but stop going to places where they put that bread on that table and hanging at home.
Replace that bread with some kale.
Feed that bread. Don't be worrying about if her side used to look like this, look like this. It's just
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I have a burden on my heart. I'm so thankful for W because I want to say not necessarily thing because it's just good. But because he's such a burden to me, to see other people really want marriages, he lands. He's just right back in my baby.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
do it. No, how do we
please? Mm-hmm.
about? You know, I try to keep it small so they can stay there. You were there. The games we play, to keep it in.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But you know, I think it falls along with like when people say, well, you know, once you get saved, it's no more fun. And people feel the same way. Once you get married, it's no more fun. If it's no more fun, you wasn't having fun in the beginning.
That part.
You know, because you got to keep doing it. Like, you know, people laugh at me and Greta because I tell people all the time, we're still in a honeymoon phase. And they said, but y'all been together since 2008. I said, so? I said, it doesn't matter. I said, because it renews every day. And like I tell people, we see what happened. People grow apart, but see, we grow together.
Come on now. Come on, one vine.
So we
don't say something like, you don't take out. I know people all the time. They think I don't know. I hear them. You don't take out it. You have to do that anthem.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It takes
right.
And some this thing called marriage. The way that God intended for it to work.
Yeah, yeah. If you want a good investment on your return, you got to do some work to put in.
And you want more than your initial investment.
That's right. That's right.
More than, you know what, you said something about people looking at marriage like you can't have more fun. I talked about in one of my books, they said, oh, y'all probably just have a marriage thing. See, we grown folks out here. Let's just get to it.
Okay, go. Let's go, girl.
It's pretty much no sex. Or you either have no sex or you missionary position or whatever. Right? And you're only doing it. So like in Color Purple, Mr. D business. And you're looking at a watch, okay, he's done or he's done. That is not what it was looking for. And right. What it just to have children. That you should multiply. How many times you do it a week? Come on.
It's supposed to be pleasurable. That's right.
It's supposed to be pleasurable. So, I don't know who's going to be narrative, but I can tell you it's a lie. You do have to be with the right person. You do. And I can honestly say, sometimes I feel like what I'm in there is people, and I'm a witness that God still works.
Yeah.
I had a recent years ago at Duke Heights when I was still student. He said God works all the time, but miracles happen in the darkest, right? So sometimes, and it's just encourage the mom out there. If you're in a marriage and you feel like it, and it's really, sometimes it is it. But if you have not exhausted all your resources, if you have not gotten a coach or to your pastor or search the school or a plethora of marriage materials, if you have not done the work before you throw it back, you are not serious about making it work.
Yeah, it's so much to it. I don't know. I think a lot of times, I tell people this all the time, especially when I'm counseling people before they get married. If people put as much time and effort into their marriage as they do getting a divorce,
well,
you know, because when it comes to that, they just hop on, let's get married, we've been knowing each other, let's do it. And then when it comes to divorce, they get to make sure they got the right lawyer, make sure we got everything right, make sure they make sure everything, all the T's across all the dots. But why not do that beforehand? Then you may not have to do that.
Yeah.
It is it's something that you have to work at and you have to want. And here's another thing, and I'm glad y'all were doing a thing about intimacy, because the biggest problem is a lot of people don't even know what intimacy is.
Well,
just that.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's why they missed the mark, because you don't understand. Intimacy start early in the morning when you wake up.
All right now.
I can't wait to see you when I get home from work today. Intimacy starts when you call on your break. I only got 15 minutes, but I had to hear your voice.
Yes.
You know.
Look at William. William say, you better use that one, Linda.
I text her around the same time every morning.
All right now.
How's your day going today?
Yes.
Hey, beautiful, how's your day going?
When he calls me beautiful, but when he say, hey, beautiful, with the calm about, I just calm. How's your day? I mean, give me some. You know, I can talk after that. When he does that, like, I get out of something, and if I just let him,
Mm-hmm.
he touches my property. That's intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Get out the car, and I'm listening, I'm like, and he's playing that song. And I get to the screen door. You can't get, I just grab it and stuff like my hand, put it on the table, and dance.
All right now.
So we're riding down the street, he pulled over, where were we? Over by the car, and that gazebo, and you pull up the car. What happened? And we dancing outside.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that part.
Yeah. You're right, Linda. Mm-hmm.
You know what intimacy is? When you have a conversation with your partner and you say, am I everything I said I was going to please you? Am I on? When you take the imaginary thermometer, stick it inside marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Take a thermometer to take your temperature. You want it low.
Mm-hmm.
You want it above 99.
Mm-hmm.
You take the thermometer and stick the marriage you want it. No, you want the thermometer to go up.
Mm-hmm.
It's caring.
Yeah.
It's knowing your person about to have a procedure or their ill. And you literally feel what they're going through.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I did procedures on a couple of weeks ago, and they were trying to find a bank. So the nurse practitioner was like, no, move it in and let it out. And he was over in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing it, and he was doing it. So that's intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're breathing in with me. When the doctor explained what he was about to do, and how many times they were going to kick me, and then they left and he told me, you said we could blow this. You ain't got to get you shot. I think you don't put the salve on. You be okay.
Okay.
my granny say salve will work for
Anything. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's that old school.
He did not want me to take that pain of those needles.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you know what, Fakina, we can roll out of here. We don't have to do it. We left out. We can stay right. We can go stay well. Intimacy is when you see me confirmed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting in that family thing, and you look at yourself, you know what, you want something wrong? That means we're going to get in the car, and we just say, what the word we said? Just going to strike out. Because you know I need that when you know that. That's intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Intimacy is when you tell me, he had a tough day at work, and I get off the headphones and go around the corner. And, what you need me to do? Now, I'm going in my earroom, pulling out like I'm going to fight me off. That's intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to. I mess with him because he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I know I did it. He's so this girl double. That's Mitzi.
Mhm.
Yeah.
By the time we do all that, and when the time come at night, pew, pew.
Cause you see, here's the thing: what people don't understand about intimacy. Intimacy is the journey. Sex is the destination.
That part.
All
So
right now.
you make sure that you enjoy the journey. So when you get to the destination, everything is already set. Too many people that arrive at the destination and they miss the journey. They wonder what's wrong. It's not right yet. It's not ready. You have to make sure the environment is set from the very beginning. And if you keep an ongoing environment, you always got a beautiful journey.
Yes.
You know what else, Pastor? To make sure the destination is people, right?
Right. Right.
But if you're so concerned that the destination is you, that you reach destination in work every time, and the other person is still in Alabama, you trying to get to Florida, you're not caring.
Right.
There's no journey because you're stuck on the destination.
Now, that's a solo trip. Right. And that's where the problems come in at.
People.
Mm-hmm.
And the other person, you could care less whether or not they arrive or whether or not they arrive damaged or not.
Right, right. That's real talk. That's real talk.
Yeah. I mean, you got to understand that, and we got to quit acting like we can't discuss these things. We can't talk about these things. Because this is something that the church needs to be teaching these young couples so when they get married, they know what to expect. They know how to act.
Yes.
They know what to accept and what not to accept.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, Pastor? Not even the young, they need to teach to the young couples. They need to teach it to the couples who've never been married or getting married again. Okay, let me tell you why I said that. So we teach purity. We teach no sex before marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we teach young couple when we say that. But let's just say this man proposed on my 60th birthday. I'm okay. Okay?
All right.
We say that this other sister been waiting and she starts dating at 50. And she's been looking for the Lord. And all of a sudden she get married. Oh, I don't want my battery technical difficulty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's been waiting, but the church didn't teach her because they teach her holding it. Hold out, you dress long, don't let your cleavage show. You know by the time the honeymoon night, there are so many couples, actually women, that do not know what to do, even though they've done it before, maybe or maybe not. I know 50, okay? Or, like I said, maybe a long time. Nobody's, not anything that on camera. Now, y'all don't do it. You do know you're supposed to. You do know all this time that was to press down, you need to lift it up now. But do know that it's okay to take it in front of him. And honestly, nobody's telling them.
Right.
I heard people say, I went so pure as a virgin that when I married my husband, if it's okay to do, I felt like a whore. Because nobody took them from not doing it to getting married. Area is there that you need to come. There need to be more when they do the conferences or what have you. Here's another population of that is unnourished. We have the things who've never been married.
Right.
What about that population of people who are doing? Those who are now widow got to know minister to them. Because once you are when you come out of marriage or you're a widow, right? You don't necessarily feel free.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that it's a beautiful now. We want to be able to be something. Let's get tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But see, the churches got so taboo, and they don't teach this stuff, and then and people gonna seek answers some one way or the other. They gonna find answers somewhere. So you go out in the street with this lady who don't know nothing about intimacy, but she know all about sex. So then
Ooh.
in your bedroom, you're like, okay, wait a minute, this is not lining up because you don't know the difference. And then you got your husband sitting over there like, okay, I'm not. What's going on with you? Or the wife is trying to do. It shouldn't be confusion.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't teach them about true love, because true love and intimacy, you would take your time and you would teach the other.
Right. And also learn from them too.
Right. But again, that's all about that journey together.
That's right.
Yeah, because you know what else too with them though? There is a big population, there is a big population of people who have been married quite a while, over 20 years, and they are cheating because of symptoms. Time, men would turn 55 and downstairs stop talking. He was okay with this was the happen in their life, and then now when Miller, right, you're right. Okay, whatever. And you know what guys are doing? Them start, they were 30 now. Instead of 6 months ago, why is it pre-menopausal, menopausal?
Right, right.
So they don't want.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go off with someone younger.
Mm-hmm.
You're younger, and you're not without that relationship.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. It is very sad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If we just trust and accept that it's going to if that happens.
But we have to teach that in the church. And you have to teach all ages. You can't just say I'm gonna teach the young ones because they don't know. It's some older ones or some that used to know. They don't know how. They don't know how do you change. How do I act now that I've been a widow for so long. That's what people know me as. How do I act? Cause will they look at me now like I'm unsaved if I decide to date again, or if I date again and I don't know? Cause things changed since last time I've been with somebody. What do I do? You should be able to have someone in the classroom environment non-judgmental that can teach you about true intimacy, because intimacy is not about the age, number, or experience. It's about knowing yourself and knowing how to speak with the other person you with. What it is people don't understand anymore because the church has made everything so taboo. And then you have these women that get married not because they ready, but
Come
because
on.
the church told them that's what you're supposed to do. Now you end up marrying somebody you really don't love,
Mm-mm.
and you're trying to be intimate with somebody who in your mind you're thinking this is really not what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you got to have the right people in place when it comes to those classes too, because they can't be so holy that they don't really know what real intimacy is.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to take scriptures and take them out of context. So they trying to, have people to do it based on what they feel. No, you got to get somebody that's real. Like Linda said, let's just get real about this. We grown. Let's do this. Let's have this real grown conversation. And if we stop playing games with these kids and these kids know the real, and it'll help. I think the church also needs to do, besides the intimacy, church needs to know how to teach these young kids how to plant your feet in a relationship, and don't be so quick to walk to the other garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
You need to learn how to plant your feet.
I heard a wise man say one time, you go over to the other garden because you think the grass is green. But eventually it's like the same lawnmower. Right? You're going to deal with it. That's in time. In time. One of the reasons night and day So important. Well, because you were mentioning, Lorenzo, you said how many times the church, they teach so taboo.
Yeah.
What's that track? When I was in school, I with the two, I listened to this topic. But now, not just with you. But you know, Jesus wants you to dance with the one you met.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always want to dance until and they're cute. Sometimes you have to put people on.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the acting of the exact song that you keep saying, your person,
Mm-hmm.
if you in that company,
Yeah.
I'm sure church teachers will be afraid both to the person.
And then the church get mad when the schools start teaching the kids. They go in there and tell them, we don't want our kids to learn this. You ain't get my permission to teach them this. But then if the church don't teach them and the schools don't teach them, I guarantee you the streets gonna teach them.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And you know what? The street will teach you. Yeah, life will teach you.
Life will, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Sure out and whoever teaching is not place of their hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Their evil. I'm transparent, right? I keep it, but I'm honest. I'm open, parent, which leads all the bone we all need. So right after Bible, I would not do anything with marriage.
Mm.
I said, talking about what I was done with it because situation. Thank God for my pastor, Pastor Timothy, my therapist, and other people that under my massive time I was teaching. You know, I got something, and you can't run away because situation. But what I did was not out there in the city before I was here.
Yeah.
I would have put it all over somebody. Didn't even cut.
Mm-hmm.
Not cut. I received before.
Wow.
Like and that happens so many times. It happens because so many people are going into marriages before they heal from the last situation they was in.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got to learn. See, the thing about love is you can't love somebody else till you first learn how to wholly and fully love yourself.
Right.
Then you show and share it with someone else.
Yeah.
You already know I have a book called I Forgot to Love Her.
Mm-hmm.
When I wrote the book, Dan was down. He was excruciating, like Florida Evans in good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But as I was writing the book, God gave me an acronym for Dan. Now I appreciate me.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't even know that I was codependent on other things.
Somebody else. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had to learn something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was out from it because I was a dried up tomato and it was everybody else. That is deeply tough.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what people see. My husband was 21 years, single for 8, and I'm 36, and therapy and the God, right?
Yeah.
I think what does now, because of the work that we've done. One of the things, prerequisite for us getting more, nothing else. Therapy is none for me.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Premarital care. You need your own therapy. I always therapy. We're gonna do it together.
Mm-hmm.
Politicians say, State of the Union. right?
Mm-hmm.
When they talk about the things they talk. We do a state of being. We come back maybe every 3 check in.
Nice.
Oh, what I say, and then I do. You still, I mean, all the way up to I said, yeah, you could kiss me. Well,
All right.
back on a little bit more. Around now. But we still get it.
Yeah.
If we don't see, I'll just take it and I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Now, communicate.
You know,
I'm
it's
out to I want this guys looking at each other and just grabbing your hand.
mhm.
You just walk with the heartbeat. Man, I can't wait. Oh,
Yes.
You have to what I tell men and women, like I said, when that individual leave, they should be so full of you that
Right.
nobody else can feed them.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in that space,
And
you
no
know,
comparison.
I'm just saying, hey, you know, I'm good, and don't be. I don't know, men. You know, as sometimes our ego would lead us a place, and we know. But you know, I'm the macho, I'm the man, and she said something about me, and I gotta say, no, I don't. You know, I don't say that it's a negative thing to get a compliment, but I have to let you know everything you said to me. My wife has already confirmed, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. You know, I'm not running after nobody. You can't ever convince me that you can give me something better than what I already have. I know that. And I
Mm-hmm.
want them to know that. You
that's
know,
beautiful.
you have to let people know and don't be scared. I know people that, well, I can't stand them to hold my hand in public. Why? But I can
That's
open
the
my own
issue.
door. Okay. You keep on opening your own door. And somebody else can be closing
That
it.
is too
Go ahead.
Let me tell you.
Oh, I open the door.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's not just the car door. It's anything.
Yes.
Coming in the house. So I can pull that door, take your hand down.
Mhm.
You know,
See, y'all have to teach my husband that part. He got this country girl over here that's used to grabbing them doors so quick.
you know, and I don't know, that's not the thing.
Mhm.
Well, I am such a queen. I know people want to be called queen.
Mhm.
Those who call me queen, I am a queen.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Is he a king?
Mm-hmm.
He is a king. I will
Yes.
say anybody
Mm-hmm.
to that.
Yeah.
I mean that. I will step to anything.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
don't
right.
even have to just W. You can look like about to do it. You can look like you're contemplating the idea of his brother. He will not because he is guilty.
Right.
And if we other like that, we communicate with others. You know what else? You don't allow someone else to speak bad about your
Mm-hmm.
back.
Girl, no, sure don't.
Not even in
Mm-mm.
say that.
Don't come to me with the jokes. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. I don't have time for that. No.
Every notice, I don't come around. But I notice, oh, you got this look. No, we don't play that.
No.
No, I
Mm-mm.
don't have time for foolishness and games. But you know, and, I mean, and again, that's why I think people need to make it a priority to do things for themselves. And you know, I mean, again, society say, oh, well, you gotta wait till Friday or till payday. What? No, sometimes we just say, like I was telling Regina the other day, Greta said, I got a doctor's appointment, so I'm taking tomorrow. I said, well, I'm taking off too.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious? I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was like, okay.
Tell them about that.
If I take off, you won't find her because I got a doctor appointment. She want me to bring the into the room. The doctor talk to her.
If I can't be there,
It's spade time.
what the doctor say? You got there to call your wife.
Mhm. Yep.
It don't give up. One him.
Mhm.
It's up to us to take care of these that God gave us.
Mhm.
Come on now. Come on now.
So doggone right. I want to be there.
That's
So
right.
and
Mhm.
I keep journal because I'm with home. And I was looking for journal for last week. I said, do you know they last year we played looking? We were like, what? Hold on. And he told me to stop. He said, girl, your prayer is strong. That was why he put that place for us.
No.
Pray for that.
Woo, and we got it.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I just wanted that to know. As long as we have been, never had nothing. We ran out with like 2 kids.
Aw.
I'm telling you.
But that's what,
It's so.
and that's what life is about. That's why I said I encourage everybody to come to your event, because it's not something that you see a lot of. And we need to do more. That we need to have more events, not just for the sake of having it, but for you to see other couples happy together, so you can get together and realize that marriage is a real thing. It's a living entity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially even with our age group too. A lot of people, they're not looking at us wanting to still be intimate. They're like, oh, you guys are comfortable now. We're like, what? No, I got married because I wanted to do some things.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
why not?
Mine, so get this. Pastor Lorenzo knows. He found out at the book. So, my, I don't even know how to say. My son is his niece, right? And so my son, I'm for the brothers. I'm brothers. Now the brothers asking him for. And I'm like, what? I don't know why they don't like you.
Doing too much.
Mm-hmm. I hear that a lot. It's like I got to do what I got to do.
I do what I do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Make it work. Make it work. Hmm. That's right. Yeah, these conversations are needed, especially, like I said, our age group, this time, because you get into marriage. My husband and I will be celebrating, 22 years of marriage. And sometimes you feel as though, oh, we're just roommates. But no, he is still my boyfriend. It is always day one in my relationship. It's always day one in our marriage, 22 years. And people say, they're like, oh my goodness, somebody asked us one day, we were in the mall somewhere and we were just giddy playing with each other and everything. And they were like, oh my goodness, how long you guys been married? Like a year or so? And we're like 20 years. And they're like, what?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He's still my boyfriend. He'll never stop being my boyfriend. He's my husband. He got an upgrade, but he's still my boyfriend. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Every now, every so often now, I go with you.
We go together.
Yes.
I'm like, don't we go together?
We go together. Check yes if you want to go on a date with me.
Yes.
So last night, I was in a car. I always be talking on the phone from the time of these birthday. And we were on, well, I want to go out. I said, I want to go out there. And he said, okay, go. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to go. I hear my other line ringing. I'm ready to call and ask him out. And he called. I hung up the phone. He popped back in.
Toronto.
And then we got dressed right. We got dressed at Baldwin.
Yeah.
The bow, he still had that triple P. I can have it. Do those things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm so thankful because they're I don't know them other than Facebook. They're in a group.
Mm-hmm.
When I put the fire out there, the young lady said, I'm confident. And I'm bringing a I didn't pay them to feel they just surrounding area. So when we looked at the order, when they purchased the ticket, they're driving.
Wow.
You're not playing them because they are trying intimacy real.
Mm-hmm.
and,
Mm-hmm.
and this
It is.
and that's what people come from all over because um you have to find out also you can't stay in that same circle. Sometimes you got to go outside and get different people, different fresh air, whatever. So I just think that what you're doing is great, and I'm very excited about it. So I want you to tell people more about the time, the place, and everything, and how they can get tickets because people need to check in with this.
Now, where do they get their tickets?
You can get your ticket. You go to LeonardKProductions.com. Get your ticket.
You just be more than one ticket.
No, you only need one. $70 for two people. You can get files.
Well, that's good. Mm-hmm.
Area.
Mhm.
Start at 6:30. And so so what's the attire? The attire for you dressed to reflect your sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
That is. Whatever gonna make it 3 times like this.
Yeah, right, and that's what it's about. Yeah, and
Whatever.
yeah,
Yeah. Hey.
and why do people?
Go ahead.
And why do people feel like I don't know, like 'cause I've always been one that like to dress up. That's just my thing.
Yeah, he does.
So why now I get married? Why would I want to say, oh well, let's just go? And no, I still like to go and dress up and look nice and stuff. So I mean, when you go out, do something where you can say, hey, this is us. People need to start, and you don't have to spend $800-900 to go on a date. You can go and you spend $10 and make it a date. You can
Come on
spend.
now.
You don't have to. It's the thought that you put into it because
Yeah.
people can give you some really expensive things, but you're like, oh, you ain't thinking nothing. Blah, blah, blah. I I I had somebody who gave me a gift once, and I know they spent like $100 for this, and I said, okay, I'm allergic to that. Why would you buy that for me? But I mean, but it was a nice gesture. But I'm saying when it comes to it's not about the price. It's about knowing when you get that and say, oh, I know you was thinking about me when you got that.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to come out and Lorenzo was there at that little bit about what stood out for you and
What I like about it was the fact that you did things that allow us to feel comfortable with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it was like a group setting per se, but it was an intimate thing for just us. And also, there's still quite a few of the couples that I met that I still communicate with.
that's hard.
It was so fun because you could really, really just enjoy the moment. I mean, it was just like, wow, this is so nice. And also after that, I mean, because we do a lot of stuff all the time anyway. We might just pick up the phone and say, hey, we're gonna go here, go there. But it also made you remember again, like, hey, I remember the date nights and stuff.
Right.
It really did spark the intimacy again because you're like, hey, you know what? Let's do more of this. Let's do more of that. So I think for me, it was just the environment of this is a us situation. We no, we blocking out the rest of the world. We don't care what's going on over there. Right now, this is just us. So I think people will really be surprised. And some of the games and stuff were just so hilarious. Because it's stuff that you don't even think about that people are like, wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I should have known that. And even though you did it in a fun way, it allowed people to see just how much you really know about the person you with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, maybe I should ask more questions. So maybe I should because and like you said, why do people think that it's something wrong with asking questions? I need to know if this don't turn you on, and I've been doing it for 10 years. No wonder you went out the door.
Right. Right.
Yes. Oh, Pastor Lorenzo, he changed it. What we did, okay, so we're gonna get married. But a year ago, let's just say hypothetically, I like you kissing me on my neck. Or you really like me to kiss on your forehead. So I keep going ahead, and I know you don't hang on close the way you used to look when I used to do it. And I'm like, I'm kissing your forehead when and you know what? I like that no more. Not only do we have to tell the truth, we cannot do it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us the truth.
Right.
Tell us the truth, right?
The question, tell the truth. Ask the Holy Spirit to allow you to feel. They love you. They want to keep it going, but they speaking.
Yeah.
That's all. It's not that they don't love you don't love them. It's just trick.
Right.
You know what? I want you to encourage the men and women, the ones that will mount tomorrow morning. The reason being, they can serve that pulpit. They can ask the congregation and for that first lady men so far, there was some women pastors that they need that attention.
Right.
They need out.
And you know, and here's the thing I tell people all the time. God is good all the time, and we love God. But you can't be at church all the time.
Nope.
You've got to let that person know that, look, this is my pulpit business, but once I step out the pulpit, I love you. Let's go do this. Some people are so concerned with, like, all I got to do, I got to preach, I got to do this, I got to do this. But wait a minute, now you are taking and pushing that person away, and that's not God. You know, even though you're married, because I love what I love about our pastor. Him, you can tell that him and his wife are just so close. Because our church, they promote marriages. They make sure that you love that person with. Make sure that you're putting them first. Make sure that you're not so caught up in the church that you're not caught up in them.
Yeah.
You've got to make it a priority, because this is the person. Technically, if you want to look at it spiritually, this is supposed to be bone of your bone. And flesh of your flesh. So therefore, you should know one another and want to make sure that you are completely united at all times.
That's right.
Don't get so happy that you want to rush to the church and then and like you said too, I don't care if you're a pastor, evangelist, bishop, archbishop. I don't care what your titles say.
That's it.
When you at home at date night, you don't need to hear at the cross, at the cross. Okay?
Bring your anointing oil.
You might need to bring, look, I know it's a lot of different oils out there.
Oh my gracious.
So I mean, because you can't be so Christian and so saved that you can't enjoy the person you're with. How you gonna spark intimacy and you got Fred Hammond on? I'm sorry, that ain't gonna get it. You know, I don't need to hear build a fence. I don't need to hear.
What's your name? You charge to keep our house. I know what charge you need to be keeping.
Right. Right.
That ain't the charge you keeping tonight. I don't need you to bear this cross.
Exactly.
Going together tonight.
Amen. All right now.
Yeah. All right. So we have to quit getting so spiritual that we're not realizing that, hey, okay, you're missing the mark. Because like I tell people all the time, I went to a church once and they said, well, you know, we want you to sit up front with the rest of the ministers. I said, do you have a place for my wife? They said, no. I said, well, then I can't do that. They said, but we all, well, I'm sorry, but I said, me and my wife, either we're going to sit together back here or up there, but we can be together.
That's it.
And we'll make a space for her too. I'm sure you will. And then all the other men are like, wait a minute. Well, why can we? I said, because you never demanded one. Well, we asked. I said, again, you never demanded.
Right.
When you ask, you can accept yes or no. But when you make a demand and a mandate, there is no choice.
Mm-hmm.
Full sentence, sir.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
my husband tell me real quick, he said, I don't mind. You said about how you feel about us together, being together.
My opinion is my wife.
Right.
Problem with it.
Yeah, we gonna be together.
Each other. We go eat with the whole group. No, we're not.
Right. Did her phone go out?
It may have. Your phone go
Oh,
out, Linda?
Hold on. Y'all can
Okay.
hear me, right?
Yeah.
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, let me get back on. I don't know what happened, but I know how to get back in. Hold on, here I come. And then I know you got to wrap up, but here I come.
Mm.
There we go. There we go.
There
Yeah.
she is. There you go.
But definitely, I mean, like I say, your event was powerful and needed,
It
because
is
I
needed.
think people
Mm-hmm.
forget that, intimacy is a very important part of a relationship when you're married. And
Yes.
intimacy is not just about sex.
It's not.
And I tell people all the time, intimacy means she's into me, see.
That's exactly
I'm into her, see. So that's what intimacy means.
into me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
How do you get intimate? I'm here letting you know what I need, what I want. You letting me know you want it. We're like this.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we sleep, some nights we are friends. Told him, I said, it's so important. Friends, hold hands like this. Hold your hand like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Our fingers are intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
It matters.
Mm-hmm.
It matters. Intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
That's intimacy. And you a blessing. There have been a single people that have tickets for couples.
Mm-hmm.
They will do this. That's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
No. They need this.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tell people, it's so many ways for it. And this is what who is a content creator, pastor, what have you, especially on the social platforms. Yes, of course, important to, we want everybody to do. We want you to get the, but you know what? If that need this event, I have one for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you as hope, you know, 10 people we
Right.
put it on your post, share it out,
Mm-hmm.
spread the word. That's how you support.
Right. Right.
I want to thank you, Pastor Lorenzo. I don't. Before I can put the last sentence, you share it. That's why I'm sure you put out what the sermons are and what the ministries are teaching that Saturday. I got to get it out there.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? You need support.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I need to support. So we got to do better.
Yeah, and we will, because we're showing them how it's done.
That's right. Example.
Yes. But I just want people to really realize the importance of what you're doing, and to realize that, I mean, I know we get busy sometimes, and I know we say, well, we got this and we got that. But if you take your time out and look how much money you spend a week on fast food, McDonald's, Starbucks, and all that, you only brought 4 or 5 tickets, and you gave them. So quit letting money stop you from investing in yourself.
Investing. My sister said earlier, how did you put it about that initial event and the rewards that you get back?
Yes.
Yes. I can't even remember how I said it before, but when you invest in somebody, you want your investment to reap a good return. So you got to invest right if you want that investment to be good. You're not gonna put, like for instance, you're not gonna put your money into a bank that ain't gonna pay you back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be also mindful of what you're putting in. You can't go into a bank with play money either.
Right.
Well, don't be
Right.
going into these relationships with play relationship. You got to be real about what you're investing into relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I love my husband, and like you said, I was listening so intensely, and you were saying you got to tell people, when you want something or when something's off. And one thing about my husband, when we were dating, he would always reach back and hold my hand, always hold my hand. So as we got, further along in the marriage, he had stopped reaching back. And then when I would come up and he would be like, I'm like, okay. So I came up with this little thing and I said, Holy Spirit, I need you to help me because this man is not holding my hand no more. So Holy Spirit, tell him, hands free. So I started to say hands free. So when I say hands free, he know to reach that hand back and give me that hand. And I
Right.
told him,
Right.
if you don't get this hand, somebody else may try and get this hand. Now we don't want this hand going to somebody else. Hands free. And he reached back and grabbed the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I
Yes.
feel my mom used to always say, when you know it's over, when you're on separate sofas, you in the chair, well, my husband loves this recliner. That's why you love up. Yeah.
Right.
And we don't care when we talk. However, okay, a lot of times we have to, yes.
But but see, that was meaning that for those couples that start out together on the love seat, and
Right.
then as they get down the road, they overhear. That's when it's a problem.
They don't want to come together.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You gotta honor each other. That's one thing about my husband. I always still tell him, "You so cute. You so cute. Oh my goodness, you're so cute." And he just gets so embarrassed, and I'm like, "You still cute. I ain't gonna stop saying it either."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was a speaker on the porch part of our steps, up the steps. Not there anymore. But my husband was that speaker. What? I think you want.
I love it.
No. I mean, he was like, he'll be on the phone with his brother. He's supposed to be in the conversation with them. They can tell when he's no longer in the conversation. I gotta come in. I gotta go. Everybody else just walk by.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
I love it. I love it.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you taking time out to, spend time with us, speak about this event. I know it's going to be successful. I'm going to keep sharing and posting about it until the day of because it's needed. And intimacy is something that needed. I think if we have more intimacy and love and relationships, we'll have less hate in the world itself.
Come on now.
So we've got to spread our love. So
right now, we need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Definitely need it. I love it. Mm-hmm. Nice meeting the two of you, and I love the conversation. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen. I was just looking at my schedule. So I was on the phone looking at the schedule.
Yes.
For yourself.
Yeah, it was and what I like about it, it was a delicate event that was well put together.
I love it.
Yeah, because I've been to.
Before we go, Pastor Lorenzo, I just want to tell you why he's jealous of you.
What I do?
Which you always ask that's the original, right? I'm gonna say, the one who got more than I do.
Because he take pride in being one of 11. Mm-hmm. So when you tell him you had 13, you like, what?
Yeah, one of 13, so it come from a big family.
You in the 13?
I'm number 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
We don't take this for granted at all.
Well, we love you, and like I said, I've got to support and continue to push and promote you because what you have is valuable, and we want the village to know that there are people out there that's promoting truth, love, and marriage, and not just being together united, but married together united.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's
So
important.
that true love, and I just like the love that the two of you show. I want you to keep encouraging people, keep doing, Tuesday you come in the house, something say tread for Tuesday, just keep doing it because we need that stuff. We need that daily motivation, and people don't realize that you don't just wake up and say, oh, let me think of something. You have to mentally think of what you're going to say on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday. So when you're doing these things, you're doing it out of love. So you're showing love in so many ways.
Here's the thing, this from being very high. There are a lot of times when God gives you something to say, it's not like you feel it all the time.
Exactly.
Right.
You know that you might be hit with that same message to say somebody.
Yeah.
That's why we stay grounded in the word to make it through. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Most welcome. And we appreciate you. We love you, and we will definitely be in touch with you soon and have more conversation.
All right.
All righty.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
All right. Have a good one.
All
right.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Thank you. I love that.
Yes.
They're so cute.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's definitely something that people enjoy. We had a good time. It's definitely was worth it. So I hope everybody in the village enjoyed the conversation and the realness of the conversation. And just take time out to go into this date night. Is 6:30 to 9 p.m. February 8th, 2025. It's date night, igniting the intimacy. And you can go to at lindakproductions.com to register today to get your tickets. Make sure you get them so that you can definitely get out there and enjoy it. So, Sister Regina, I do thank you. Have any parting words?
Thank you for being here. Listen, I love that. I love meeting couples who are happy in relationships and who are so willing to share their knowledge of it because we need that. We need more elders,
Yes.
relationships and to share the real talk, not just you love one another, but not tell what that love look like. So
Right.
we go deep. I love this stuff. So I'm so happy you had this on the platform. We got to have them back. They are an amazing couple, and I pray that they continue their amazing work and they be blessed bountifully, and that she can go, even larger than she ever thought. Because this is information that can benefit all areas of groups of ages, whether it be the young couples, the people who are just getting out and starting a marriage, or those who've been in marriage for a long time. So she has no limit to what she's sharing with others, and I appreciate it.
Definitely. All right, then. Well, again, this is Pastor Lorenzo Evans with Take the Village podcast with our special guest today, Regina Ogborn, and I thank you for filling in for Ariana, who had previous engagements. So we just do what we do and keep it moving.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, everybody. Until we meet in another 2 weeks, we'll have another exciting guest, more information for you for It Takes a Village podcast. Remember, together we can do so much more than we can divided. And it truly does take a village.
Absolutely.
Do what we want to do. And we want to continue with that concept, bring it right on back to It Takes a Village. So we can do what we've been doing for years since the beginning of time, uniting together and reaching a common goal. So I love each and every one of you, and we will see y'all all back here in 2 weeks. Have a nice one.
Good night.